So I'm a big fat weeaboo. I love weird, messed up horror stuff. And I'm also, like, really, really black. And in this handy, poor Venn diagram that I made, it's relatively often that two of these things overlap, but it's pretty rare that all three of them overlap at the same time to something kind of relevant. So let's talk about Promised Neverland and Sister Krone for a minute. Also, I saw Junji Ito retweeted a guy with a very black hairdo done like Uzumaki, so I'm going to take that as a sign that I gotta get in on this. So, a bunch of black people in the Weebosphere saw Sister Krone, an early Promised Neverland villain, read it and went, pausing to scratch their chins for a moment, going, I think this is a bit racist. I think this is a bit racist. And that seems sort of obvious just looking at it from the outside. But I want to zoom in for a second on why everyone stopped, or at least black people anyway, stopped to scratch their chin for a moment, especially in an age where we're generally pretty quick to call something racist as more of a yes-no binary than a scale, which, say, letting the N-word slip during karaoke in a rap song on the low end and yelling the N-word because one of these uppity dark SJWs said it would be nice if you didn't use slurs on the high end of being racist. So let's back up and talk about why we sort of want to give Sister Krone a little bit of levity. The immediate example that comes to mind is Mr. Popo. Mr. Popo is yikes. Look at this. Oh my god. I don't think I need to explain why this is racist. In fact, I'm willing to forgive you if Mr. Popo is so racist that it goes full circle into you not knowing it was supposed to be racist because you're a half-decent human being. So, on top of Mr. Popo being... oh boy. He also doesn't really have a whole lot of character. Like, Mr. Popo he's not cool. Nobody likes Mr. Popo. Nobody says, ooh, you know what? I think I want to be Mr. Popo. In fact, most other black guy cosplayers I've met at some point have had someone say, oh, I think you'd be a pretty good Mr. Popo, to their basically horror, because Mr. Popo is outright horrifying. The same thing basically applies to Jinx from Pokemon, where I'm willing to forgive you because this is so racist it goes full circle into not quite looking like a person anymore. And then there's Chocolove. So Chocolove is a little bit more of an even-handed approach that's still obviously incredibly racist. So Chocolove is a relatable character that people generally also like. But also, look at this, he's obviously a cartoon black person. Like, if I asked a Klansman to draw me a picture of a black person, I would expect to get Chocolove from Shaman King back. In fact, look at his gang. Again, if I asked, like, the most racist person I know to draw me a gang of black people, this is probably what I would expect to get back, give or take. So first, let's talk about why Sister Krone works. Okay? Okay, great. So Sister Krone, left to her own devices, like, on first glance, she's very obviously black and has some extremely, ethnic features. And on its own, I don't think that's a bad thing. In fact, I think that would be a resounding plus in my book, because some black people, like myself, are just kind of big, and sometimes do have big lips and like a big nose, right? In this depiction, or this one, or even this one, it's not her whole character. Like, she does seem to have a cohesive design going on that isn't inherently racist. Like, she is wearing, this maid uniform, but that's sort of explained away for story reasons, because that's just what adult women have to wear. Okay, that's fair. She's also kind of a real character. Like, with Mr. Popo, I couldn't tell you two things about Mr. Popo. Like, I couldn't tell you what he likes, what he dislikes. He likes comedy, he likes, serving, I guess. That's not the most flattering features for a black person to have, if the only things I can tell you is that, they sure shit do love being subservient. Krone is a very real character. She has relatable interests. She likes doing stuff. She sort of enjoys the kids' company, even though she's an antagonist. She seems to be a three-dimensional character with thoughts and emotions and some amount of character. In fact, to my understanding, she's generally a well-loved part of the cast, and one of the creators' favorite characters to draw and to write for. And also, again, she's not like Popo. If someone said, I like Sister Krone, I wouldn't hate you for it. I like Sister Krone, generally speaking, besides the problematic bits. She's not Mr. Popo, so that's also great. So now let's cross over to where Sister Krone does not work. So, this is Sister Krone normally, just minding her own business when, everything is fine. And this is her when she's pissed off. So this is where the fucking yikes comes from, right? I don't think I should have to explain this, but I think I will anyway, because this may be putting into words one of those you didn't notice but your brain did situations. So when things get scary, Sister Krone plays up her ethnic features, like a lot. Like, the thing that specifically makes her face scary isn't that she's making a scary face. It's that the scary face that she's making relies on her having traditionally black features. Like, her hair, nose, and mouth are all the features of her being scary, and that she's physically intimidating. Like, these are all things that are generally attributed to black people when you need to make a black person scary. Like, when you want to say, that guy's a thug. What's with him? Well, he has a scary looking face, and he was, real big and black. And it's really not helping that traditionally to basically undermine black women. A very common go-to is to basically make the claim that they aren't real women, or at the very least are not very feminine. And while I am willing to say, well, maybe they're just trying to, look at Sister Krone's traits and just, pick some that, are scary, and it just happened to, fall on that because I'm guessing the guy that wrote Promised Neverland doesn't know any black people. The part that makes it stick out is that, one, there are other black people in Promised Neverland, and they don't look like this. They just like regular black people. And two, there's another human character, Mama. And when Mama gets mad, she doesn't do this. She doesn't have her white or Asian, maybe, features played up to 11. Like, this is very deliberate. This is deliberate. Like, the fact that she is scary is definitely based on the fact that she is big and black. To my understanding, the anime definitely did clean this up to where now her default appearance is definitely a little bit less black, I guess, but that's fine. I can totally sympathize if you just don't even want to deal with that conversation at all, and my sort of middling opinion on that part is generally an unpopular opinion. That's fair enough, I suppose, but I can definitely see where you don't want this ruining an otherwise much beloved and looking forward to anime. So this is normally the part where, someone like me, an SJW soy boy cuck, would make some type of call to action, and I don't. I was basically just making this one because I can definitely sense a certain sense of hesitation in disliking Sister Krone. Like, there are definitely some interesting features here, and I think the reason why we want to like her is sort of the same reason why we put up with sort of mediocre plots in video games that if they were movies would be bad. But in video games, because the bar is set significantly lower, this is a great plot. And I think the same basically applies to Sister Krone, where under any other circumstances, this would be like Klansman level racist. If this was just, airing on Cartoon Network or something, and this was like a Teen Titans villain, or, or Rebecca Sugar made this. But because the bar for anime is set so incredibly low, when you have a generally well fleshed out three-dimensional character that has some problematic features, you sort of want to take a back seat and see how this plays out, and you go, well, gee, I don't know. So there you go. If you're asking yourself, is Sister Krone racist? Yes. Yeah, it's pretty racist, but I suppose we've seen more racist. Okay. What did you think? Do you agree? Did you disagree? Did you like this? Did you not? Do you just want to post the N-word in the comments a bunch of times to trigger the libs? Don't do that. That radiates small dick energy.